Okay class, so today we are going to learn about Utah, more about Utah, and we're going to learn about Utah through its national parks. Specifically, we're going to look at 3 different national parks. One is Arches National Park, the other one is Capitol Reef, and the final one is Bryce Canyon. So the first one we're going to look at is in Arches, and as you can tell by this rain that's coming down, it's raining in Arches National Park right now. So we'll come back to that a little bit later, but it's interesting to know that it's raining. So the first thing that we're going to look at that's pretty awesome, this is called 360-degree cities, and basically it's just going to show us a picture in 360-degree form. So we just click on it. There's a couple different options that we could look at, but we're going to look at this one, and so let's click on it. Okay, so this is pretty awesome. We can move all around because it's in 360 degrees, so a complete perfect circle. And we can move all around and kind of see what the landscape looks like in Arches. And this was kind of taken on a more sunny day. As you can tell, it's not as rainy outside. There's the blue sky, but it's pretty awesome. So now we'll go back. So that's the 360-degree cities. You can kind of see what it looks like. There's a lot of different arches that we can look at, but that's just one. And one of the things that we're going to look at is an Arches National Park Visitor's Guide. And this is going to be our main reading. And let's just take a look at it. So it's a couple different pages. It talks about animals. It says there's hiking information. It tells us when it's open, right here. It tells us the seasons that it's open and the hours that it's open. It tells you some camping information, some contact information if you need to call them, all these different things. So we will read about this as a class, and then I will ask you some questions. So some of the questions that I have for you guys is, what clothing will you wear? So think about that. What clothing would you wear to go to the Arches National Park? And another question is, when would be a good time to visit? Would it be good to visit in the middle of the night? Would it be good to visit in December? Think about that. And another one is, what plants and animals would you be cautious of? So right here it talks about some snakes and some lizards, and these animals live here. But what are some things that you would want to be careful of? So we'd read about the plants in the animal section. And going back to this picture, how can looking at this 360-degree picture that we looked at and looking at the fact that it's raining right now, how can that help you to plan your trip? And the last question is, how can looking up the dates and the times that it's open help you to know where to go and when to go? How can that help you plan your trip?